I have been blessed in my life to travel the world. At this point, I have traveled and spoken on stages, not just been there, but spoken on stages across 30 countries. And that can take a toll on you. And even if you're not traveling as much as me, sometimes traveling can be really hard on your body, your mind, your spirit. It can seem to drain the life out of you. In this video, I want to talk to you about some practical tips that you can do to help you stay healthy while traveling. First and foremost, you have to sleep. Sleeping is the most important thing you can do while you are traveling. I know that when I travel, I will sleep on a plane, in the back seat of a car. I will sleep in the front seat of a car getting driven between one venue and another. I have no qualms about sleeping. And especially if I'm in a position where I'm doing a lot, or even more, especially if I'm talking a lot on stage a lot, it's critically important for me to tell people, like, hey, send me a driver because I got to sit in the back seat and sleep. So find times to sleep and listen to your body. If your body is tired, don't force yourself. I know a lot of people say that you should never take naps because it runs the risk of you having insomnia at night. I completely disagree with this advice. In Chinese medicine, the only way to prevent insomnia is actually to balance out light and dark. And one of the easiest ways to balance out light and dark is by having some darkness, i.e., a nap in the middle of the day. The next thing, pace yourself. Don't cram in events from 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. Some people can do that. I am not that kind of traveler. If I have one thing on my agenda for the day, I'm feeling good. And then I just want to wander around the city, see what I find, see what inspires me. Other people really like that regimented agenda. If you are someone who needs an agenda to feel at ease before you go on vacation, take it easy and don't feel the need to agenda out every single moment of the day. Slow down and spread out your itinerary so that you can see a lot of the city or a lot of the countryside without completely wearing yourself out. That said, if you're going to be walking in some of these best walking cities in the world, such as New York or Paris, you really need to stretch. Take 5 minutes a day to do a stretch, like hanging against the wall. So simple to do. Walk over to your nearest wall, put your bum up against it, and bend over forward and stretch out the backs of the legs. You can also lay on your back and do a figure 4 where you cross one knee over the other and then reach through the legs and pull the knee towards you. That's going to help open up the hips and the legs. Don't forget, if you are carrying a backpack, your shoulders and neck are going to be sore. Start your morning with some simple shoulder rolls or some neck rolls just to make sure that you are loosening up. Also, to stay well, be sure that you get your exercise. Walk as much as you can because that's going to keep the blood flowing. It's also going to help prevent any of the extra food that you're eating while you're on your vacation from adding extra weight around the midsection. Be sure that you are eating as close to your normal diet as possible. It's really important as well to eat breakfast. If you don't eat breakfast and you scurry out of your hotel off to your first destination, you run the risk of getting there, then there not being food, and then you're starving, and then you're hangry, and then your vacation is not any fun. Eat breakfast and eat as closely as you can to your normal diet. In addition to food, water is my favorite thing to help prevent jet lag. Hydrate, overhydrate. Drink water the entire time that you are traveling, especially if you are on a plane. Planes dehydrate you so quickly because the recirculated air really does not do well. It dries out our mucous membranes and it just feels like there's an active dehydration. Another thing that dehydrates us while traveling is alcohol, and it make it even worse, alcohol with sugary sweet mixers. Avoid alcohol except for those special occasions, and really, if you're going to do it, cut down on the sweets, because it's the combination of alcohol and sugar that can make hangovers so bad and can really ruin a day of your vacation and travel. Also, be sure that you're eating plenty of fresh vegetables. I know this can be challenging in certain places. Wash your vegetables in clean water. If you have to, if you're going somewhere where you're worried about access to clean water, simply buy one of the quick and easy purification systems that you can take anywhere with you while you travel. Not only will this tip save you money, but it also will help you to stay healthier while you travel. And that is cooking and making your own meals. Run to the grocery store when you arrive in a new town. Get plenty of filtered water. Get plenty of bananas, oranges, apples, quick on-the-go food that can help you stay healthy. When we travel, we are also very, very exposed to a lot of different germs. Either use a hand sanitizer or a wet wipe or something. Wash your hands before you eat, after you go to the bathroom. Wash your fruit and vegetables to make sure that they are clean. Be sure that your foods are well cooked through so that you're not being exposed to any foodborne pathogens, and keep your hands clean because everything you touch is gross, especially in a town like New York City. Do not go to New York and hold on to the subway pole and then head out and get some dinner. Take the advice from me. Wash your hands, keep your hands clean. Don't overeat. We tend to splurge a lot when we go on vacation, and so be sure that you're not overeating. We all know these things. Walk more, drink more water, avoid alcohol, don't overeat, eat the things that you're used to eating, eat fruits, eat vegetables. We know these things, but putting them into practice takes some discipline. If you're concerned that, yikes, I'm going to be going somewhere where I'm not going to have access to healthy food, I'm not going to potentially have access to clean food, take vitamins. Bring a multiple vitamin with you. Bring B vitamins in case you have any nausea. Bring probiotics in case you end up getting really sick and having to take antibiotics. Bring your supplements and your vitamins to help support your overall wellness. Last but not least, don't get sunburned. Sunburn can absolutely ruin a great vacation, especially if you get sunburned on day one of a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 day trip. Not fun. Be sure that you are using an SPF. I personally like to use a mineral sunscreen that contains non-nano zinc oxide, and that is because the non-nano zinc oxide is not absorbed across the surface of the skin, and it also is one of the ways that you can protect yourself by putting a physical barrier on the skin that does not expose you to additional toxins and chemicals that may be absorbed across the surface of the skin. Have you got a trip planned upcoming soon? Let me know where it is coming from. You've made it all the way to the end of the video. If you've made it to this point, leave me a green heart down below to let me know that you finished the video, and come and check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe and like this video, and go and check out another video about some uses of lavender essential oil, just in case while you've been traveling you got a bit too much sun.